Hey, I haven't watched Pluribus yet. Have you?
Pluribus. No, that's not that.
That's a new one from That's a new guy from Vince Gilligan. I really want to check it out. I think by the time we record next, I'm gonna have watched it. I might throw it on tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
I think I'm gonna.
It's your birthday tomorrow.
It's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to.
Happy birthday! For your birthday, I got you this copy of Battlefield Earth that you just returned to me.
This enema kit. Just kidding.
That would be a better gift than Battlefield Earth on DVD.
It probably would be. It probably would be.
You know what? I think it might be better than the movie Red One, which is the focus of the episode today.
It's the reason for the season.
My name is Ryker, and this is the Recommended Podcast. This is my co-host, Elf Brenden.
AKA Beef Stew! It's going to take 2 minutes. Just throw the shirt on and say, we beefing, and I'm out of here. Okay?
Man, you know what? I watched this movie 2 weeks ago, and that didn't register at all. When you said beef stew, it's like, is this a thing I don't know about? And yeah, it is.
When he walks up to Santa.
I know that now. I actually watched this movie, and when I watched this movie, I realized...
You fell asleep?
I watched this movie last year, and I just remembered zero of it. And I could... I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe it was the holidays, and we had it on the background. I just didn't catch any of it. No, I caught it all. I remembered it as I was watching it. I was like, man, this has, like... it's no standing in my head. Like, it just like in and out. I watched it and I forgot it immediately, which, I did again this year. So I'm Ryker again, like I said, and this is the Recommended Podcast where we talk about movies, media, movies, TV, and entertainment media. We've been doing this for how many episodes? I can't remember.
74.
Thank you. So this episode we're talking about Red One, and don't necessarily recommend you focus on it. You can put it on in the background. It's free on Amazon Prime, so you could, put it on there, forget about it. There are better Christmas movies. I've said this before in the past, but, this one is... This is so just forgettable. Like, for the cast of people that they had and the amount of money they had to spend to make this thing, there's no way that this was, worth anybody's time. I don't see them doing a Red 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't realize the segue was coming at that point. Yeah, I mean, look. Okay, so I know we're going to go through and do our little trailers here in a minute. And I know what you've been doing with your trailers. We'll talk more about it.
What are you talking about, Brenden?
You're pulling out all like the classic Christmas movies.
Oh.
And listen, you like we did the Santa Claus, and I'm still thinking about doing the Santa Claus at some point. But for me though, I knew this would be kind of a polarizing pick. And it's a movie that like we talked about a lot last year. Like when there was all the lead up and it kept getting pushed back, all the money that's gone into this. And I did not watch it last year. And I said, you know what? Let's give this guy a little shove. You know what I mean? Let's shove it. We'll watch it. We'll see what it's like. You're right. It's pretty forgettable.
Yep.
Although I do think we'll get into it. I think there is a little bit of a redeeming quality here. And I'm actually like kind of weirdly excited to talk about it with you. This movie has like some kind of good ideas, I think, but it's just like not executed at all. But anyway,
okay,
we'll get into it.
Yeah, it's I feel like I let you have Christmas because you let me have Halloween, and
I do, yeah.
I have included Hubie Halloween as just a running thing. I'm giving up a day, right?
Yeah.
Every Halloween movie or scary movie I bring up for Halloween is just gas, right? I feel like you liked every single one of them.
I did, yeah, I did. You feel like I can't give you something you like?
I've watched 2 Christmas movies, well, 3, because we're doing one after this, and the only reason we're doing the one after this is because you said you were you're like, I'm changing my mind, I'm gonna do a different one. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I really want to tell you that I actually really like the one that you were going to pick. I was trying to keep it a secret till we're on the podcast, and you're like, oh no, we're going to do it now. We're going to do it now. We're going to do it.
I want you to like it.
I was like, what? You've given me crap so far. So like, I just feel like, this is, you're saying this is your favorite time of the year and all the movies are dog.
No, listen, like I said, I guess how I'm thinking about it, and you guys, fans fan, whoever is out there, maybe.
Hey, Jessica Jones, thanks for being in our 0.001%. My friend Tanner, friend of the podcast, has he let me know earlier today on their Spotify Wrapped, Jessica Jones, who's a part of his Twitch community, a friend of his in real life. They listened to the podcast and they were 0.001. They like listened the most to our podcast.
Yes, I love it.
I was like, you don't get a specialized Wrapped, thank you, but you get one personalized on the episode. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Well, okay, so Jessica, whomever. All right, listen. My thing is, I think everybody and their mother has covered A Christmas Story. All right? And it's at this point 50 years old. I don't think we need a pod episode on it. You know what I mean? I mean, we might get there, but as far as the hierarchy for me, like I'm like, oh yeah, Red One came out last year, very polarizing movie. Let's talk about it, right? The next movie we're going to talk about, I'm glad you enjoy it. I do want to talk about that. And I'm still like deciding finally on the fourth one. But I mean, yeah, I'm trying to throw a little bit of a mix in here. I get it. You, for Halloween, have your strategy, which is just like heaters.
I'm just trying to show you. I'm introducing you to you're not a big Halloween, you're not a big scary movie person. I feel like you've made a turn. I feel like you're
I feel like I have too. I feel like I've grown a little bit.
Yeah.
This
year.
I
feel like you're making my humbuggery even more. Yeah.
Oh, I
feel like I'm bah humbug.
You're like, take me back to the cornucopia of November.
Get me out of Christmas. You noticed last year I decorated for Christmas. After what you did last year, I didn't even bother this year.
No, you put a poster up.
I put up a poster for Christmas of the Cranks just to show everybody the shame. That's what you're coming at me with. Christmas of the Cranks and Red One. But speaking of A Christmas Story, let's start with my trailer in Trailer Trash and Trailer Treasure. I'm going to go with my. I showed you both of them beforehand. We're going to start with Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Christmas Story, Trailer Trash. The trailer was terrible. It showed me most of the movie, and it used a bunch of its own jokes, and it it shows you where they end up at the end of the. Like, it's just like there's so much in there that's just given away. There's a lot that isn't because it's a long movie, but it just was a bad trailer. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was terrible.
Well, I thought you were going to swerve and say that you loved it. All right, so oh god, I gotta be honest with you. This was, you remember growing up, this was on cable television for like 24 hours straight, I remember.
Oh, it still is.
Yeah, it probably is.
It still is. When we go over to my wife's family's house for Christmas, they will have it on. And if she doesn't get to watch it on TV, she will inevitably make me come back and watch it. I have it on Blu-ray. So that way, there's an option to watch it for her. She wants to watch it every Christmas.
Okay. So I'll tell you right now, I've seen the movie and seen bits and pieces of it. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many countless times.
Oh, I've seen it more than you've seen Home Alone, that's for sure.
Probably. But I'm here to tell you, I hate the movie. I don't like it. I'm not crazy entertained by it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because it's an 80s thing. It's a little before my time, but I've just never really liked it too much. I mean, the trailer is fine. It's fine, but to your point, like all of the straight gags that they have in this movie are in the trailer. You get everything. You get the bunny costume, you get the slide, you get all of it, the fragile, all of it. It's just like, okay.
It's just it's been muted over after watching it so many times. There's no way, it's just there. Like at this point, like I've seen it so many times. But again, I think the trailer didn't do it any favors. If I hadn't seen it, maybe I would have enticed me to watch it a little bit, but I feel like it kind of walks you through the entirety of the movie in the trailer. So there's no it's almost beat for beat, like what happens in the trailer or in the movie. Yeah, and there's not it's not overly hilarious. It's more of like a kid's movie, and it just kind of becomes people's tradition because it's there. It's a staple. But yeah, trailer trash.
Trickety trash.
What was your trailer?
I'll do the movie. I feel like I'm on just picking just every A24 trailer that's coming out. But I chose Mother Mary, which has Anne Hathaway in it, and I'm ashamed I do not remember the other actress's name. I believe she's relatively newer to the industry. But kind of a funky, smoky, weird trailer, which is
smoky.
Everything is smoky about A24. Anne Hathaway, I believe, plays like a pop star, and her friend from when she was a child, I think, is a fashion designer, and I think they worked together in the past, but then they stopped working together, and now she needs to work with her again to have her design some clothing or a dress for her. And it definitely looks like they have some weird, like, I don't know, paranormal, like, thing connection going on.
Well, it even says not a ghost story in the trailer. I think
not a love story.
It's very
either.
witchy.
Yeah. It's good. It kind of reminded me, oh my gosh, I can't remember. We put, Him. Remember Him?
Yeah,
you watched the trailer, the football
it
one?
reminded me of a pop star hymn. That's exactly what I thought.
I was kind of like, this is the same movie, just reskinned. So I'll say trash.
It's Michaela Cole, I believe is her
Michaela
name.
Cole. You're right.
I just looked up. So.
Yeah. So for that reason, I'm going to say, like, yeah, this looks like trash because it looks like the Him movie, like, a lot. So we'll see, I guess.
Also, one of the more unbelievable things is pop star Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway's like, what, 30s, 40s?
Oh, she's got to be mid 40s, man. She's got to be 30s.
I'm not shaming the
no,
fact.
I'm not shaming her either, but I think she's definitely older than 30s.
But yeah, like it would be like
43.
Yeah, I feel like we were, I don't know. It's like, is this like a comeback tour kind of thing? I wonder, or something along those lines. But yeah, at the same time, like that doesn't detract me from it at all. The story is about like a pop star getting a outfit. So you just say singer songwriter or whatever. But it's very much like him from everything I saw. Honestly, I didn't mind it. It almost reminded me of a movie called Suspiria. It's that one's about like a Russian dance school, and it's very demonic, and it's in the way it's done, and it's very kind of weird. There was a lot of like weird scenes that they flashed in. I think it gripped me more than I like thought it would, so I probably will end up watching it. I would say it was a trailer treasure for me, but it did very much give me him reminders. Like it reminded me of him.
Yep.
All right,
let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it. Snack bar. What did you bring for snack bar this week? I brought something for the next one.
I brought loaded Oreos. I know that we've done about as many offshoots as is possible. This is what we call loaded Oreos. So these Oreos are loaded with real Oreo cookie crumbs. So how I've seen this described and why I wanted to buy them is that these are Oreo flavored Oreos, and just the absolute audacity of Mondelez of Nabisco to tell us that they're willing to sell Oreo flavored Oreos.
It's good that we're doing the loaded one with this because the cast on this is loaded.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
It's just excessive. This whole movie is excessive. Like we have the North Pole, and it is the most like Wakanda North Pole of all time, like hidden behind a gigantic force field. It is super technology, and like everything is just like more, bigger, better. The reindeer are like 10 feet tall, if not taller. The sleigh is I don't know, the size of a subway car. The actors are I don't know, just trying to. The elves are the biggest elves I've ever seen in my life.
You bring up a good point, though. Thank you for stalling while I ate that.
Yeah, I was buying it.
No. So yeah, like get into just we're watching the movie. It's on the screen in the background as we're recording. That was a note that I had, and I mean we're not in spoiler territory. It's not a spoiler per se, but just I did want to comment on just how freakishly large everything is in this universe. Like everything, like. I had in my notes, I was like, these have got to be the biggest reindeer I've ever seen in a Christmas movie. I mean, they're massive. Massive reindeer. Of course, The Rock is like the most massive elf you'll ever see. This version of the North Pole, I mean, yeah, to your point, it looks like it's like Atlantis or something. Mm-hmm. The sleigh itself, giganto.
J.K. Simmons is bench pressing 315 pounds for a warm-up. Like, they're just doing...
Bonkers stuff.
Everything big.
Yeah.
And then like they even make it. It's like comical that part of the movie becomes the Rock has an ability, like has a gauntlet that has the ability to change things reality, and in doing so, it's just making things bigger and smaller. Mm-hmm. And most of the time, it's making things bigger. It's making himself smaller some of the time for like the advantage in a fight. But I'm honestly surprised it just still doesn't make himself bigger. You know, like if he made himself bigger, wouldn't he be like if they hit him, it would do nothing to him? Like it just seems.
Yeah, it seems. Well, I can't say that we're not in spoiler yet, but yeah. There's times where he totally could have made himself bigger to assist him in an advantage and doesn't. So it's weird.
No, just makes it makes himself smaller. So
yeah, what do you think of that?
The cream was crap.
Wow,
tasted terrible. It just tasted like it just tasted like chemical to me. The cookie itself was just too much, like this movie. I'm going to say this one was probably around a 22.
Wow. Oh my God. Biggest disparity ever. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit.
Really?
72. That was pretty good. I didn't expect to like that as much as I did. I bit into this. I was like, this is pleasant. Okay.
Pleasant.
Yeah, I know.
I just felt like it was like...
This could be some foreshadowing for later. I like this. This is fun. I love it when we disagree. All right. You just ready for the... I'm just going to...
We beefing?
Yeah, we're beefing. Beef stew. Sorry, that was me flopping my arm down.
And shaking
Sorry,
everything on the table.
I didn't mean to do that. Like I didn't think I did mean to do it, but I didn't mean for that repercussion. I'm just gonna flop these facts on you, just like the wolf would flop them.
Sack facts.
Sack facts. Oh yeah. Movie is Red One. Length is 2 hours and 3 minutes. This came out on November 15th, 2024. Directed by Jake Kasdan. I was not familiar with him. I don't know if you are, but I will just let you know he did the 2 reboots on into Jumanji.
Oh, okay.
Which was also with The Rock.
They're going to be
right?
3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, not 3 reboot. One a reboot and a sequel to that, and then they're doing another one where
wow.
where I think Jumanji comes out of the game and into the real world. Like it's like they're in like it's they're going to like the original Jumanji kind of story.
Well, it's amazing that Jake's still getting work after this one, but anyway, cast Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Callum Drift, Chris Evans as Jack the Wolf O'Malley, Lucy Liu as Zoe Harlow, J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus, Kiernan Shipka as Grilla, Bonnie Hunt as Mrs. Claus, Rinaldo Fabrel as the voice of Agent Garcia, Christoph Hivju, I never say this right, is Krampus, Nick Kroll is Ted, and Wesley Kimmel is Dylan. Budget on this, $250 million. Box office on this was $186 million.
Every time I see Kieran Shipka, I always I remember the fact that like I was like she always looks. I was like, why do you look familiar to me? And then I always remember she's Sally Draper in Mad Men. I watched all of Mad Men when I was younger, and yeah, she's like it's weird because she's like older now, but like she's still Sally Draper in my head.
Synopsis: When a villain kidnaps Santa Claus from the North Pole, an ELF, extremely large and formidable operative, joins forces with the world's most accomplished tracker to find him and save Christmas. Those are the hashtag SackFacts.
Dude, extremely large and formidable.
Yeah.
Large, again. I think everything is too big in this movie. Yeah, we're going to start getting the spoiler territory. This is probably the fastest we've gotten to him in any of the holiday movies so far. But yeah, if you want to go watch it, it's on Amazon Prime. You can check it out there. It's been in the top 10 since I think Thanksgiving. Honestly, I was kind of offended that it came out before Thanksgiving. As I was like, this is like we couldn't even wait. Come on. So check it out if you want. I'd say it's probably a good background movie, but it's not anything that I would like sit down and be like really hoping holds my attention. And I'm not judging these Christmas movies like harshly. I don't feel like. I feel like there are Christmas movies like there's some suspension of disbelief. It's a Christmas movie kind of thing. Like you just it's not. It's on a different standard. I would say it's a little like I give a little bit more to these ones. I can suspend disbelief.
You gotta believe
a little bit more.
You gotta believe.
But there are like there's a level that they're at, right? It's like horror movies. I feel like horror movies in general, a lot of horror movies are worse than a standard movie. But there are some that are just they exceed all expectations. They're really, really good. But like, there's a lot of horror that is just like B tier stuff. So you just kind of let some things slide. But with that's where I feel like I'm kind of judging on that merit with these Christmas movies, and I still don't feel like that. Like there are way better Christmas movies out there than this. So watch at your own leisure. I'm just saying, don't pay for it. You don't have to pay for it if you have Amazon Prime. So
Yeah, you're already paying for it.
yeah, you already are.
Why are you paying for that? What are you doing?
You've paid The Rock and J.K. Simmons and Chris Evans and Lucy Liu all to do this.
Yeah.
So, in 3, 2, 1, spoil, Brenden. Spoil everything. Spoil this movie that I don't think he could spoil. It's about Christmas. They take Santa. They save Christmas. Boom. Over. Movie's done.
The word kavalame that Nick uses on his reindeer translates to "we ride" in Greek. Chris Evans dropped out of the film Fly Me to the Moon with Scarlett Johansson to star in this film. He was later replaced by Channing Tatum.
Oh, good. They got the Tatum in there. I did see that movie. Honestly, I don't know.
You don't remember that one either, I bet.
Yeah, it wasn't. Neither one of these are spectacular movies.
The elves at the North Pole speak Portuguese. No reason why that there's a thing.
Portuguese.
They just do, I guess.
I wonder if that's like maybe Portuguese is like the most common language of the people consuming content on Amazon Prime. Maybe that's why they went with that. Seriously, like I feel like they probably have people watching this stuff.
The people in Portugal love us.
They love Amazon Prime.
The people in Portugal. In the montage, Santa is shown grabbing cookies off various plates left for him. He is shown in France removing a macaroon, then putting it back. Early in the movie, it is pointed out that Santa hates macaroons. According to The Wrap, the film's production costs exceeded $250 million, including $50 million guaranteed for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson alone, making him the highest paid actor to date for a single film. The previous record was a tie at $40 million for Robert Downey Jr. in Captain America: Civil War, and Will Smith for King Richard. Bet you didn't see the Will Smith King Richard coming there. That was random.
I'm not saying either of those two deserved $40 million, but I can tell you right now, The Rock did not deserve $50 million for this.
Oh, yeah, 100% agree.
This, by the way, you're talking about the budget, $250 million, and I'm watching CG slop right now, where it's just there's all this action scene, and it's all just CG crap, and it's just this is so like stupid to me. It's just like everything is now. Just people standing in front of a green screen and pretending that things are happening around them. And it's just not, I don't know. No practical stuff is just weird to me. It's annoying.
Johnson's previous best paydays were $22 million for Jungle Cruise and $20 million for Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Who's paying this man for any of like? Did they not watch Jungle Cruise? Like, nope. I can tell you,
I just think it's crazy that he $50 million for this, and like his previous high was 22 and 20, like more than double.
Yeah, do you mean to tell me there wasn't a buff guy like that? You have everybody else. You have Chris Evans. You have J.K. Simmons. You have Lucy Liu. Like you couldn't get a buff guy, like
or maybe a little buff boy.
Little buff boys. You couldn't get Henry Cavill in here. You couldn't.
I don't know. I don't know. You probably you should have.
I mean, there's a lot of like just Hollywood stars that would have been like better actors. I'm not saying anything like I feel like I'm not saying anything that's controversial. It's not like a superstar. Like I'm not buying him. Like I haven't seen him in the Smashing Machine, but I've never seen The Rock act in a way that like it was just like, man, I really buy The Rock as this like super like he's
I have.
Where?
Can you smell?
That's him playing a character.
I know.
That's like
that's what he should be doing.
Like that's how like it's just I don't know. It just seems like he's always playing himself.
Yeah.
And the only person in my head that gets away with that is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's the only one that can.
Right, but he's not ever hitting Arnold's stratosphere.
No, he is not in the same level. Like he's not there.
No.
There wasn't anything that was like, man, really buying The Rock as an elf in this. You know what I mean?
I had one more. The character named Alan the Chicken in the movie Red One is an intentional reference to actor and voice artist Alan. Is it Tudyk?
Yeah, Alan Tudyk.
Tudyk, who voiced Hey in the Disney film Moana.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Those are my facts. Let's get through that. What's up? It's beef stew. Let's get into this.
Oh my gosh, dude. Where do you want to start, dude? Because I can't even with this movie. I just can't. It's just all. What you said there were redeeming qualities in this movie that just maybe weren't executed properly.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me with it. Oh my god, that guy looks like Topher Grace. Sorry. There's an extra in this movie in the
it probably was him.
command center
they put
that
in
looks like Topher Grace.
So before I talk about the redeeming quality that I think I see in this movie, I just want to again talk about John Rudnitsky, who is Beef Stew.
Okay.
He's in the film for literally like 30 seconds. He visits the mall. He visits J.K. Simmons, the actual real Santa, who's chilling in a mall in Philadelphia,
pretending. Yep.
Yeah, and he's like, "What's up? It's Beef Stew." And then Dwayne the Rock Johnson's like, "Hey, you can't cut the line." And he's like, "Look, man, it's not a big deal. I need 2 mins." He could put on the shirt and say, "Now we beefin'." Okay. And then at one point he says he has 3,000 followers. I just wanted to first acknowledge that we have more followers than Beef Stew.
Hey.
Yeah.
We beefing.
Yeah. We're better than beefing. Beefin's down here. We're up here. Okay, fine. So I have a bunch of little quips, but what I want to say is that scene I actually found kind of funny in the mall. Not just the beefing part. But like as they're walking through, the woman's like, "If we don't have any essential oils, I'm gonna kill someone." Like, and then like there's people wrestling, fighting over a PS5. There's a guy like trying to steal candles, and like then after they're there, when they fly back to the North Pole, The Rock is having a conversation with J.K. Simmons, like letting him know that he wishes to retire. He doesn't want to be an elf anymore. Basically, like the bodyguard to Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. And J.K. Simmons is like, "Why? Why do you want to leave?" And he's just like, people don't care. He's like, people are mean and rude and terrible, and they don't care about it.
Making me love Christmas all the more. Keep going.
Yeah. So I actually really like that as an idea for a movie. Like I did like that convey. It's like, it's so true. A lot of people are just pieces of shit and don't care. And I hate that. And so he was just kind of like, yeah, I'm over that. And I was just like, me too, bud.
Yeah.
Me too. I never think I'd be agreeing with The Rock in a $250 million movie, but here I am. And so, I mean, yeah, do they always do the best job of like executing for the rest of the movie about like how they're going to punish people that are like on the naughty list or like not good people? No. But I mean, I haven't seen a Christmas movie like quite go at it like that.
I agree more with the villain in this movie than than anybody else in this whole movie.
Well, yeah, because the villain, that's the thing too. It's like she's definitely the villain. I'm not debating she's not, but I mean, her idea isn't like the worst thing. It's just the execution sucks. But
to imprison these bad people, until they turn their lives around.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. But it's like it also doesn't. There's. I have a problem with it's not a bad idea, but they execute it so poorly because what ultimately changes his mind is that he sees the Chris Evans character talking to his son on the sleigh for whatever reason they were brought along on this ride.
Yeah, I'm confused.
And he sees him and he's like, "Oh, I can see him as a child again," and like like a good innocent heart. That's one person. And also, nothing happens in this movie that would make him turn his life around. He's a piece of crap the entirety of the movie, but for some reason, all of a sudden, he starts to act like a nice guy. No, like he starts to act like a nice guy when they're in with Krampus, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's nothing that happened. Like you should just abandon him. It doesn't. Like, why would he waste? Like, why save him? There's like. He's done, like, there has been no growth. Nothing happens. Like, he didn't, like, The Rock didn't save him. Like, there's nothing that kind of establishes, like, why he would turn his life around and be a good guy. He just kind of does the right thing for no reason, even though he's supposed to be one of the worst of the naughtiest people out there. Doesn't make sense.
He is he's a level 4 naughty lister.
I forget what he says later on. He's like, I'm a class 4 naughty lister or something like that. He's like, it's level 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just, I don't know. I just don't understand like there's a redemption, but nothing, it's not earned. So I don't understand why. like that's the thing that I think that kind of annoys me. It's just kind of like, oh, he's just good now because he decided to be good, and that's what everybody should do. But that's just one person, and the rest of the world kind of sucks. And he really only became good after he trapped himself in one of the snow globes that the evil woman was trying to like put him in, and so it worked. So she's right. Like why? Like I don't know. She's seemingly the most correct person, and all of these people do deserve to be put and trapped in snow globes until they get their shit together.
Yeah. So I have a few fundamental problems with this movie. All right. My first fundamental problem in the film comes very early in the film. In the first cutscene we see, actually it's not the first, it's the second. We see Chris Evans as a child, but when we see Chris Evans first as an adult, he begins the scene by stealing a woman's coffee and then someone else's newspaper, walks outside, and then he walks to like a laboratory where he's looking to steal something, and there's a yoga class going on outside. He sabotages the yoga class and puts a gazebo on fire. And at one point, he walks by a baby in a stroller. And he's like, "What are you looking at?" And he's really shitty to the kid.
Yeah.
I actually don't have a problem with that. The problem I have, Ryker, is the fact that the young child is holding a sucker.
Yep.
And the child is like 1?
Yeah.
1.5?
Okay. Yeah.
A child would never have a sucker. They would choke and die. Or could totally choke and die.
It was still in its wrapper, too.
I know, but it's implied that the child was going to eat that sucker. And then, of course, Chris Evans does his thing, comes out from the lab, steals whatever he's taking, and then takes the sucker, and it's a ha-ha moment. But I'm just, I'm still stuck. I'm like, that kid would never have a sucker. What a piece of shit parent.
There you go. Well, I mean, there you go.
I hate it.
So the parents should be locked up in a snow globe.
I hope they were for that.
No, you also brought something up that I was thinking about. So we're in a universe where Santa is real.
100, yeah.
And Chris Evans, the master of finding people and all of this, like has gone his whole life thinking that Santa is not real.
I guess.
And
but he's like amazing at finding people. So like, why would, if he really was curious, why wouldn't he try to find evidence of him?
Yeah, but like especially because evidence is presented pretty regularly. Every Christmas there are extra there's extra presents, like seemingly the thing that he wants. And also, I guess if he's a naughty guy, he would probably, I guess he doesn't get anything. So maybe that's why. That's the only thing I could think of, that he's not getting any presents from Santa because he's a naughty boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly down on his luck.
Like I don't know. We also get the sprinkle of like, oh, he doesn't know who his father is, who his real dad is. And I thought for sure we were going to get some stupid reveal later on in this movie that like he's like somehow related to somebody else.
To Santa or something. Actually, last time, I swear, I promise you, I'll bring up beef stew. I honestly thought
his dad was going to be beef stew?
No, I thought beef stew was going to be the guy that kidnapped Santa. Like when they showed Grilla before we knew she was Grilla, like in her little snow costume.
Yeah,
I was like, she's working for someone else. She's not the mastermind.
She's working for beef stew.
And I thought the mastermind was beef stew. I did, just off of that little shit interaction. Like, what do you want from Santa? I just want him to throw the shirt on and say we beefing. That's all I want.
That's how the movie ends with. He's like, he just put the shirts. He makes him put the shirt on and he makes him say beefing. We beefing.
We beefing. It could be a better movie.
No, and another thing that kind of ticked me off this whole movie, and I guess I'll go through my gripes. You tell me when I'm wrong.
No,
okay?
I'm not. I don't think you're going to be wrong at all. But yeah,
we have The Rock, one of the lead elves or elf people. I can't say
commander.
Elves, he's okay. So he's the commander, right?
Yeah,
and he's fighting the whole time, right? He's doing his thing and all of that. And Chris Evans is keeping up with him the whole time. He's a normal human. Every instance, like there's like a fight going on, he's punching people, he's right alongside him. He fights and defeats all of the people that were sent after him at the beginning of the movie, except for Lucy Liu, who is just, I guess,
surprises him.
Yeah, omnipresent and knows exactly where he was going at all times, and knew, like so it didn't make any sense that they sent the whole crew over to his house. Anyway, he's like presenting super strength and all of these things. I think he gets hit by gorilla at the end of the movie and he lives. Like, whereas I'm pretty sure that would have collapsed his whole chest.
Yeah, he definitely gets thrown. Yeah.
Like, all of these things, I was like, what is, like, that's why I almost thought we were going to end up with a reveal, like, he is not, like, you know, maybe he's Jack Frost kid or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's named after his dad, Jack. I don't know. Some nonsense to where it makes sense as to why he can be beaten up like the superhumans that we've been following the whole movie.
They even make a comment, or The Rock does at one point. He's like, you know, don't touch, when they go to visit Krampus, don't touch anything.
Yeah.
You know, like, everything here has got, like, mysterious or magical power, and you're weak. So, like, don't be doing anything stupid. And, of course, I actually found the Krampus part to be kind of the funniest part of the movie. He tells him that, then he immediately attempts to steal a gold coin from the well. And then, like, that, like, sets everything off. And he's like, what the hell did you do?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. He's like, don't touch anything. Oh, I'll touch something. Like, immediately after.
Yeah. I also, like, at the beginning of this movie, too, we just gotta, like, see how, like, he tries to sell out everybody instantly. He's like, oh, it's like, I'll turn on anybody. I don't care. Like, you pay me. What are you gonna pay me? Yeah, sure, that's fine. I'll do it. I don't care. I keep all back doors and everything. I'm ready to turn on anybody at any given moment. I have no scruples, is what he says. And then at the end of this movie, he's a good boy. I was like, how do we go from, like, him being the worst person in the world to being, like, super cool and everybody wants to hang out with him now? Santa's all right. You know, it just, again, it wasn't earned, so it was kind of annoying. Just watching this, it's just like, oh, he's, you know, a nice guy now for no reason.
I also just have a weird thing with I mean, I know it's a movie, for God's sake, but I just have a weird thing when, like, guys, like, don't want to be parents. It's like a weird thing for me. It's not triggering. Like, I have a great set of parents. My dad's an awesome guy, but, like, in this movie, he's, like, you know, basically telling The Rock, he's like, yeah, I have a son, but we were never together. And he's like, now she's married to a doctor, and I just don't want to mess his life up, so I just, like, don't come around. And I'm like, yeah, you're and then, like, The Rock makes a comment, not like this, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, you know, you're kind of probably messing shit up by just not coming around. Maybe you should try to, like, be a good role model, and that would probably be helpful to the child. Do you ever think of that, dude? Like, just stuff like that annoys me.
Well, it doesn't make any
dumb.
sense, too. He never had a dad, so he immediately abandons his child. Like, that,
yeah, it's
like,
just so weird.
It seems like a weird way to do that. I don't know. It's just, there's a lot that just doesn't make sense and doesn't fit properly, so I'm like, I don't want to.
Also, sorry, has Santa been stolen before? Why do we have, like, the craziest military set? Like they are freaking out, like, the moment that they can't find him. He's like, where is he? Where is he? Like they have, like, 50 agents, like, checking every part of the North Pole for him, and they can't find him. And I'm like, why do we have such a security presence here? What's going on?
Because he's the most important person. And like, honestly, I was like, I like how The Rock is ready to retire. I was like, has there been other attempts on Santa? Like, is that what's built this up? But, like, he's lost him. He's lost Santa, so he is clearly not good at his job, right? Like, he couldn't defend Santa. Like, everything seemingly, I don't know, that they have in place didn't matter. So, like, all of it, like, there was a force field. There was, like, a human was able to find them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just, all of it, like, and all of the people, like, it's Grilla. Grilla was dating Krampus. Krampus worked with Santa. You mean to tell me that Grilla didn't have any clue about where Santa was located? Like, it's not like the place is shifting or moving.
Yeah, they didn't, like, have him over for some food or something.
No, I mean, I mean, like, everybody in the mystical world, like, they all knew exactly where Krampus was immediately. They went straight to him, and, like, the things that drove them back to finding, it's almost like they don't even need to do half of the things that they're doing to find Santa. Like, it just, they went for, like, oh, we got to find the broker, and then they find out that it's Gorilla, and then they go check with Krampus. Like, why? Like, if you knew that Krampus and Santa had a bad relationship, wouldn't that be one of the first places you would go to check for him?
Yeah, like, they're interviewing the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, which, like
what are you?
Yeah, we checked with the Headless Horseman because, you know, he's one of the usual suspects. Who are the other usual suspects? You mean to tell me his brother, who he's estranged from, isn't on the usual suspects list?
Yeah, we should have had a. I mean, we are really overanalyzing this, but you know what? It's justified, I think. But yeah, they should have had a little bit more of a cutscene there in terms of like who the other like possible, Steelers were.
Who are the
Who
Steelers?
are the Steelers?
I mean,
Also, why are we trying to make trolls and other species happen in this? Like, they have it's just a quick thing where we get, like, whenever they first come to the shop and there's, an ogre or a troll or something, like, Mrs. Claus directs him to carry something, and he's like, this is going to Bermuda or something. And then, like, later, whenever they're talking about coordinates, there's a couple trolls that they talk to.
they use internet trolls. That's what they.
But that's it. Those two little snips.
Well, they also have a talking polar bear, so it's kind of like they're making the Coca-Cola bear thing here.
But
too.
at least, but I mean, like, I would buy that, okay, because of what you just described. But it's like the trolls. I'm like, why are we trying to make all this?
They're just trying to take all the mythical like creatures that could exist.
How do we spend more money? Let's trolls, CGI trolls.
Yeah. Let's CGI as much of this as possible. Honestly, yeah. I feel like there's so much better Christmas movies that don't use like a ton of CGI and a huge budget. Like it's just wild to me that this is where they thought we needed to. They thought like, okay, here's how we make a great Christmas movie. Let's throw all the money at it that we can.
I will say, the second thing I want to say that I think is a positive about this movie. I'm nervous. I think the names of the main characters are really good. I think Jack O'Malley and I think Callum Drift are good names, Ryker.
Yeah,
I really do think they're good names, man.
They're good names, but not for a Christmas movie.
Yes, they are. Callum Drift, like it's Snowdrift, and Jack O'Malley. Like, come on, man. They're pretty good names, dude.
Can you give me what Jack O'Malley means in like Santa or like
I don't
Christmas
know.
terms?
It doesn't mean anything, but it just sounds kind of Christmassy, right?
Yeah, you know what?
It's
You're
good.
right. You know what? You're right.
It's good.
And director of the the Institute, Zoe. That's a great Christmassy name. We got see here.
Is that Lucy Liu's name?
Yes.
Or
Zoe.
Oh yeah, I did say that earlier. Huh?
We have Olivia and Dylan and Ted.
No,
Ted. When you said Ted earlier, I was like, "That's the guy." Like that was Nick Kroll's character's name. I couldn't even remember. It's Ted.
Yeah.
Why?
I just meant Callum Drift and Jack O'Malley. Like those two together. It's good names, man. It is.
I feel like they blew a good name for another good movie. That's what I'm saying. like Callum Drift.
Speaking of names, though, sorry, this is where I want to go with it. So when Grilla wants to start trying her little plan, man, that Papa John's looks good.
I know. I'm so hungry right now. Damn it! And the ads on Amazon Prime are getting me
good. They're getting really good.
I thought when we said that like a want to order a pizza right now. I was terrified for a minute there.
So when she's like, okay, I'm gonna try this little snow globey thing out, right? She's like, let's get the first name. And the first name is Aaron Abel. What?
There's no Aaron Aarons?
No, I'm just thinking of like, what are we going? Like, where are we going? Like, I spent too much time looking at this. I was like, wait a minute. Are we going alphabetized off of the last name? Because if it's off the last name, this is totally wrong. There's got to be one person bad in the world with the last name of Aaron, which would be before Abel.
Yeah, Aaron. It should be Aaron.
Yeah.
Like in Hot Fuzz. I thought that would be that'd have been a good callback for Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, but then like another like Aaron, like if it's off a first name, like there's got to be someone else like with a like if it's Aaron the first name, there's got to be someone with an AA last name too.
All of those guys, good. They're all good guys. Yeah, they're all fine.
But I thought I thought they could have rather than doing it alphabetically, they could have. I hate to keep. I'm sorry. This will be the last time. It would have been a really good time for them to have done a snow globe to Beef Stew there. Like Beef Stew could have been the first naughty lister. That'd have been good.
What do you have? Like, what stock do you have in Beef Stew?
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I think.
Did you
we
buy
didn't know Aaron Abel? Like Aaron Abel, we see for 10 seconds. We walk out, we see him be a shithead to like a parking ticket person who's not even. They're like a shapeshifter. And then he gets the box and he goes in the snow globe or whatever. That's it. Like, I think we had more of a relationship with Beef Stew. It would have been funnier. But hey, whatever. I digress.
I feel like we knew Beef Stew. We really got in there.
I feel like we did.
Oh my gosh.
We did. We did.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this is like it's too much. Like it's too technical. Like this doesn't even feel like a Christmas movie to me.
Are we supposed to know the Christmas witch? That was really my fundamental question I had for
Grilla?
you.
No, I've never heard of Grilla.
I've never heard
before,
of that. I have heard of Krampus.
Yeah, Krampus. Yeah,
for
Krampus.
sure.
There's been a lot of like Krampus content.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the first time I've ever heard of Grilla.
Yeah.
Is Grilla from like maybe like another Christmas story that I don't know about? Maybe.
Yeah, she is. I didn't pull this. I thought, yeah, I can look it up, but I didn't pull the fact because I just thought it was like too wordy and too much. But there is totally history of like Grilla as a Christmas witch. Like that is.
No,
a
I meant
thing.
like is Grilla like it was it in like another movie or something like some
no,
sort of.
it's like an actual like Norse like story kind of thing. It's just like the Krampus thing.
Yeah, I was just curious if it was like was Red One the first one to introduce him or what.
I actually really like the scene, by the way, where they're in the toy store and Jack O'Malley is like, "What are we doing?" And The Rock is like, "We're gearing up," and he's just grabbing toys. Like he grabs Rock'em Sock'em Robots and a Slinky and some things, and he's just looking at him like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And then of course he does use those tools later in their fights, which actually like as a fighting mechanism in this movie, I enjoyed. I like that.
Okay,
I did.
Yeah, I mean you're allowed to. That's fine. No, I just think it's weird too, like the way they teleport through different like toy shops is interesting. That kind of shows like how they can move quickly. Like so like some other like this technology exists, so it like they must be using it in some other ways, like to figure things out quicker, move around the world. That explains why Santa could move around the world so quickly and all that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong. I think there are good elements to this movie. Don't get me wrong, but again, I asked a question of like, this does not feel like a Christmas movie to me. It just seems like a rescue movie with Santa being the person being rescued. Like there's no, I know that the message is that like the elf or that Dwayne Johnson's character Callum is supposed to like re-find that people can be good in like throughout this like movie, but in the same like just watching it just doesn't seem, I don't know, like that doesn't seem like the biggest piece of the puzzle. Like you know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem like that's the overarching story. Like, you know, if you like watch Scrooge, right, or Christmas, you know, there's a running theme of like this guy was bad. We have to take him back and show him the error of his ways and like show him where his future will lead to. So like if you're not good to people, this just seems like we're going to use your bad behavior to figure out how to save Santa, and then somehow you become good from just being close to Caleb the whole movie. I don't understand. Like I don't. There's no redemption. There's nothing being like taught.
The only redemption is like that they save Santa Claus, and now he's like, oh yeah, this guy's all right. But mind you, by the way, the whole reason why they get into this mess is because of Jack O'Malley.
Yeah. So there's like the message doesn't. Like, I just don't understand what the message of the movie is. And I thought like, you know, it's a Christmas movie, so shouldn't it be something there? But it's lost in all the crap that they're doing. Like it's just all about like, let's do all this cool stuff, but not really have a message. And like, I mean,
I think their intent is what I said. I think it's like hey, people are just doing dumb stuff and they don't care, and they should care. And I'm like, okay.
But they don't. But nobody has it. There's no recourse. Nobody else other than this one dude does anything better. And Grilla's right, because Santa's not doing anything to help like make
Grilla
people
deserved
learn.
better. Yeah, Grilla had
Grilla and Krampus. They both were like, let's punish these bad kids. Like, but nobody's getting punished, and that's why the world is getting worse.
Grilla had some good ideas. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Grilla didn't have the worst ideas.
Poor execution, and I got to tell you, she could use some lotion on her ogre skin.
Yeah. Honestly, okay, so I know we're coming up to time, but I just want to mention too, I thought the final confrontation was like super lame as well.
Yeah, it was. It was very
anticlimactic. Like I was expecting more of a fight between
I thought maybe
them.
I thought Jack might save the day by just hitting her with a single snow globe and like trapping her in it. And just like he tricked her. You know, he used his like
we're writing a better movie as we're talking about it, I think.
But
that would have been great.
But instead she gets punched and lands into a bunch of them and it sucks her in. Like she somehow all of the other snow she gets trapped in one that has like absorbed all the other snow globes. I don't I don't get why that happened. But like, yeah, I just feel like there was nothing, like he didn't save the day. Like she just gets hit by the reindeer into the, like she falls down because the reindeer came and saved the day. Honestly, the confrontation at the end where she's like gonna fly away, it just seemed so quick. Like for this movie, for as long as this movie is and how long it takes to get there, like I feel like we could have had a better ending confrontation. Like,
you know how I operate. When they were like getting, like when she was trying to take off and Jack O'Malley like unhooks the reindeer from them, I paused and I think it was like 25 minutes or something. And I was like, how, like, okay, cool. We're going to get like a final boss kind of battle or something here.
Yeah.
We don't get really much. It's like 3-4 minutes later, they catch her. And then I'm like, wait, what? What's the last 20 minutes? What's the last 15 minutes of this movie? And it's just like him going
presents.
around delivering presents.
It was finally showing Christmas stuff. Honestly, like that's the only thing that they did in this movie that was very Christmassy, and it was like the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. Like them showing him like doing all the deliveries and how it would work, and like that was kind of cool. That was kind of neat, but
very fast.
But yeah, it doesn't. Again, there's the thing that I was confused by was I was watching him kick off the reindeer thing, right? The thing that was kind of holding him. I was like, so what if he kicks off one side? What is that going to do?
Yeah.
They're still going to take off. What I don't like it wasn't going to say like stop anything. Like the whole thing. I was like, the only thing would make sense if he kicked off the reindeer coupler for both sides. She's still going to take off. It was just, I don't know. It was weird. But yeah, and it's weird too that they spend part of this movie in a tropical setting, just so that they could show snowmen on a beach. Is what it seemed like. And yeah, like my one note, like I said, was that tramp stamp snowflake or snowman tramp stamp. I thought that was crazy.
I can't believe. We really should. We didn't talk about this crazy bonko scene at all, where they're at the beach and snowmen pull up on out of an ice cream truck that rolls out of the ocean.
Yeah.
And they of course fight, and the fight culminates in them defeating the snowmen by just pulling their carrots off.
Yeah. That was the thing too. I was like, you mean to tell me Caleb doesn't know how to take down a snowman? Like he does it by accident. It pops off and he's like, oh, that's how we kill it. And then he like grabs it and saves Jack. And he's like, you just gotta pull their nose off. Like he was telling, like he's like, I didn't just figure this out. I've known this. And it's yes, you do. Yeah, okay, sir. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. There's a lot that happens here that just doesn't make like it. I don't know why we need to be where we're at. The settings in this doesn't make sense. It just is all just kind of. It's kind of weird. It's just kind of like they wanted to go on a tour of places and make a movie that kind of shows off. But doesn't really. I don't understand it. So I really don't.
What? Okay, this is my final point. I promise with this. Like we get. All right, sorry. We're looking at Nick Kroll on a beach with two scantily clad women in bikinis.
Chris Evans turns and looks at a woman walking past him in a bikini at one point at the very beginning of the scene.
The Reyes Kroll went to walk away.
Yeah.
The one woman walks away and she's in like a thong bikini with like a big butt. Like it's like, wait, what? Why do we need like they're just this movie seems like really poorly written. Like there's a lot of things going on that I'm like, why do we need this?
We don't.
We don't really need this.
No.
I don't know what we're trying to make. Who's this movie for? God, I hate that. You asked that question. I don't know.
About Hubie.
Kids, I guess? I don't even know. Is it kids? I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I will tell you. I will tell you this, buddy.
Tiny Rock is ridiculous. It's so stupid.
I like how he shrinks down to like not like an inch tall, like he's like a foot tall or 2 feet tall.
Yeah, it's like they're like, funny. Hey, they really liked Ant-Man, so let's do like an Ant-Man thing. It's kind of like, but he's not like Ant-Man because he's still big. He's like shrinks down to elf size.
I bet you The Rock was like, I'm not willing to go that small.
You can't make me that small.
This movie has what I believe to be this, and we're on episode 74. I would need to double check this, but I feel pretty comfortable saying it. I think this is our biggest disparity in Rotten Tomato scores between the critic rating and the audience rating. The critic rating is 30%.
I was gonna say it should be low.
The audience rating is 89.
Yeah,
That is a 59% difference. I feel like that's our highest. Usually those are pretty similar.
I don't know, man. I know that sometimes like it can be like for example, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie right now, I think it's got like really low, like 33%, and the audience is like 88%, saying that it's good. And I don't know. I honestly, I agree with the critics on this one. This one is just like all over the place, and I think that you get a lot of people that just like, oh, The Rock, Chris, it's fun. Like, but they're like, if we're comparing this to other Christmas movies, there's so many other better Christmas movies. But it's just this doesn't scream Christmas movie to me. Like I could be watching this movie and maybe miss like the first 5 minutes of this movie where Santa Claus, I guess, where we find out that it's Santa Claus. If like we just have like a dude getting called Nick and they're like running around in like the super city and stuff like that, and he gets abducted, I would be like, okay, this is okay, just like a kidnapping thing. And then at the end, it shows up that he's Santa. I'd be like, what? It's Santa Claus the whole time? I had no idea this was Christmas. Nothing in this movie tells me it's Christmas.
IMDb 6.2 out of 10. Want to throw that in there. I'm gonna say,
are we doing the ratings? You just like, let's wrap it up, baby.
I don't know. I feel like we're at an hour.
Done.
I don't know if we have that much left to say. I was just gonna say. Well, let me say this. Oh man, I'm not over here acting like this is the best job. This is the best movie in the world. But I would actually posit this comment. I bet you over the next couple of years.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
The scene in this movie that is on right now is Grilla taking over to talk to Chris Evans and The Rock. They're using Nick Kroll's body. Why does Nick Kroll have to go to like a 45-degree angle?
He's gonna do a Michael Jackson.
Like, it's weird. Like it's like she takes him over and makes him lean over, and like it's just so bizarre. And then like none of this happens ever again in the movie. It's just very strange and weird. Like sorry, I saw that and I was like, I remember watching that and going like, it was completely overshadowed 2 seconds later because Snowman with a Tramp Stamp happens. But like I was watching this, I was like, why are we doing this? Like what? Like couldn't he just have been a bad henchman that delivers this message? She has to take him over. Like, but seemingly he's just terrified of her, and like he is useless. Like they get nothing out of him other than the fact that the name of his boss, which we would get from Krampus.
I like whenever he writes the name in the sand. Like I said, I was just like, am I supposed to know who Grilla is?
Yeah,
like, who the hell is that? And even after finding out who she was, I was like, okay, like I'm a little underwhelmed. Like, I thought for sure it would have been like somebody cooler. Like, honestly, when I watched this, and he's like writing in the sand, I was like, he's writing the Tooth Fairy, isn't he? I swear to God, I was like, oh, it's got to be another mystical character, like Easter Bunny or something.
Honestly, I'm telling you, if it was Jack Frost, we found out that it was Jack Frost that was the bad guy, and that later on we find out that Chris Evans is Jack Frost's son, and then like he's helping like Santa, like save Santa. Like that would have been like way like fits together kind of thing.
But it's Martin Short as Jack Frost.
Yes, Martin Short from the Santa Claus 3.
Yeah, dude.
No, so you were saying within the next couple years?
Oh, I was just saying that like I think within the next like 1 to 3 years that this movie's gonna continue to get more steam. I do. I feel dumb saying it, but I'm gonna tell you, that there are movies that like over time they get more passion and people behind them, and I could see this. I could see that happening with this. Not that I would feel that way, but I could just see it because it's like all The Rock, and honestly, there's just not a lot of Christmas movies that come out.
Do you think that $50 million The Rock is delivered for this? Like, do you think $50 million, like whatever price tag they paid for all of the actors and actresses, it would cost so much money to bring them all back? There will never be a sequel to this.
I'm not insinuating that there's a sequel. I'm just saying like sometimes, you're like, yeah, this movie isn't very good. And we do movies that like were out in the 90s or early 2000s. And then we're like, when it came out, people thought that sucked. And then like over the 15, 20 years, people are like, you know what? It was pretty good.
You're gonna think.
I'm not saying it's pretty good. I'm just saying I bet you over time people will like this more.
You think this is gonna like the
no,
thing?
No. Not the thing.
The thing was poorly received at the time, and then it came back. Like everybody, like it had a cult following after.
I don't think it's gonna thing. I just think that over time people are going to be like, yeah, it's a good Christmas movie.
Snowman
I could
tramp stamp.
totally see that.
Snowman tramp stamp. Snowman tramp stamp.
Yep.
Snowman tramp
It's coming
stamp.
in.
Snowman tramp stamp. Here it comes.
I don't even
Live on podcast. There it is! Tramp stamp! So stupid. When it saw it, I was
Also,
like,
why does he
what is
only
it?
have one?
Yeah, the only one of those, and then they when they freeze somebody, they die instantly.
I don't know if they die.
They kill everybody in this movie. So you know what I gotta say? You went through the ratings already. I'm just gonna say thanks to everybody for putting up with us for this long. We appreciate you. I hope you're having a good holiday so far. Brendan's hopefully going to pick it up here soon and get some actual good movies.
I think I am.
Opposed to us watching, AI slop or CG slop. Thanks for listening. Thanks for doing everything. Go to YouTube and find us there. Like, subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. Do it wherever you're listening to the podcast as well. We'll try to find you, and we'll watch anything you suggest. We'll take things into account. We'll get things figured out. I'm watching this crap. I got to watch some. I'll watch something else. I don't care. So check us out. We're the Recommended Podcast on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, or on X now, and on TikTok. And then check us out as the Recommended on Facebook.
How doesn't he kill the snowman right now?
Wherever you get your podcast from. Honestly, Brenden, I was thinking when he sticks the sword into the blender and the blender freezes and not Chris Evans' hands and whole body, I was very taken out of it. But I got to tell you, I was taken out of it before Snowman Tramp Stamp. Thanks for checking out the podcast. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Brenden, you want to tell us what our next movie is?
Our third movie is going to be Home Alone 3.
Fitting! Home Alone 3 for number 3, baby.
Yeah, we did Home Alone 1 and 2 last year.
Yep.
We are going to do Home Alone 3.
Yep, this is the one Brenden was going to not do, and then he found out that I actually watched and liked Home Alone 3 when I was younger, so joke's on me. So you guys get to, benefit from that. So if you can, I think it's on Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure everywhere. I actually have a Laserdisc copy of it, so I watched it on there. I watched it old school, baby. So we will catch you guys all next week for Home Alone 3. Don't watch Red 1. All right. What do you got to say to send us out, Brenden?
We beefing.
We beefing, baby.
We beefing. Hashtag we beefing.
All right, catch you guys all next week. Bye.